Fighting through the pain, fighting through the tears. It's the 29th anniversary that Elvis died this year. The moisture stings my eyes, the moisture stings my nose. It's so red it looks like I got a batch of bad apopka blow. Where are you, Elvis? I wonder more and more as time goes on. Are you up there in heaven? Or are you just fertilizer for Graceland's front lawn? I've seen pictures of you, Elvis, and I've been to your gravesite a lot. I need to know, where are you, Elvis? It seems you were too fat to fit in that tiny plot. If you were still alive, you could stay with me. And every week I'd drive you to the KBS pharmacy. And if you got addicted, once again, I could help. I'd take you to Miss Hazel down at South Seminole Behavioral Health. And I'd say, where are you, Elvis? I wonder more and more as time goes on. Are you up there in heaven? Or are you just fertilizer for Graceland's front lawn? Where are you, Elvis? Are you alive or laying in the ground so soft? That'd be a hard pill to swallow there, Elvis. But I'd swallow that son of a bitch if it'll get me off. Will you be resurrecting Elvis? And will you be doing gigs as soon as you get back? Hey, you can open for us at Miss Monster.
Whoops.
Oh, wait, I forgot. Russ went and canceled that. And my finger hit a wrong button.
Welcome to Grits and Gravy, or whatever the hell this is.
What time is it? Oh, now. 3 B's of you and a I.
I just like titties. I don't care if they're men titties, women titties. I like titties. I'm a titty kind of guy.
The
She
snake.
told me that the last time she came over drunk, the girl shit in her sink.
Oh my God.
Mommy, I had a dream. I need Fats Gorilla in the ball.
How big around? Probably as big as my thigh, which is kind of on the bigger side right now.
Oh, my God.
And he comes back every now and then. Look like the Ayatollah. Come back.
Welcome to Grit and Grace.
Hey, welcome to Grits and Gravy. This is our New Year's edition.
Welcome
You got
back.
me and JB and Bubba in spirit and Elvis in a mannequin.
Yeah, Elvis in a mannequin.
We got Elvis in a mannequin. Yes, it was Elvis Presley's birthday, so we're going to talk a little bit about Elvis. And we've got a A haunted mannequin in our studio here.
That's just a story I told you when we got here. That's,
Mannequin head.
the mannequin
not
head
even a whole mannequin. Not even
it's
a
haunted
sexy
by
one.
Elvis. It may say something there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Never
It doesn't
know.
matter.
We should put a microphone by it. We should put it over in Bubba's
Yeah.
seat.
And
see if it
yeah,
possesses
Bubba's
the
out.
microphone.
Bubba's been running here
Yeah,
and there and to
Bubba
and fro and
is
doing
worn
everything.
plumb
That
out.
was you hear his Elvis song we just played. It's funny.
Yeah, his Elvis song.
I'm
And,
so privileged to have have his library full of songs
So
that I can go pull and
if he dies,
choose.
we still can
Anyway,
let
that
him
was
live
fantastic.
on,
What?
like Elvis.
Oh, that's scary.
We can make it. We can make a Bubba Wilson Sirius radio channel like we do for Elvis on
yeah.
Sirius XM 17 or 19 is the Elvis channel,
Is
and
it really?
I listened to that all day yesterday.
Yeah.
Because it was Elvis's birthday. He would have been 80 years old. Thank you very much. And
80 years old.
80 years
man.
old, and he's still cranking out music, and it's just with a harp in heaven, and or you never know what he might be, maybe with a pitchfork in hell. You never know. I don't know. What in the world?
Ooh.
So tell me what you did for New Year's, JB. How was your break? Because it's been a while since we've been here.
No, I've had a low-key holiday, just real low profile and low-key. Not the Norse god of mischief, but low-key.
Yeah, not Loki,
Not Loki, yeah, exactly.
but just low key.
Right, that's nerds.
That's it.
Yeah, no, and I was talking. We were
kind of
talking
Jimmy
a little,
Buffett
little
kind of
about.
thing,
Well, I
huh?
was thinking a lot about. We did that live thing out at Bubbaloo's, which was awesome.
It was
and,
very good.
And then it made me think about how long Bubbaloo's takes to make their barbecue. You know, they do slow cook over low, like slow and low. You know,
low and slow.
and yeah, so we equate the comedy. Slow cook comedy. When I thought about that, I was like, it would take forever just to get a joke out. You got like 12 hours, and you gotta, you gotta.
Oh, sometimes it does take about 12
do you
hours to
slow
write a
cook
freaking
your material? Do you
yeah.
do you macerate it or
Well, you
macerate it
when
over
you-
time?
Well,
or-
it's just like a song, just like anything. I mean, sometimes they come to you.
yeah,
Lickety
you build
split.
on it as you go.
You do. You
or-
tag
yeah,
on it.
Okay.
And then, but some days you're sitting there thinking you got a subject in your head. Like right now, I've got the subject in my head, and what I'm working on is nursery rhymes. And
That's really
like the nursery rhymes we had as a kid. Like we put the kid in a bough in the top of a tree and let the wind blow so it knocked the dang baby out of the top of a tree.
Yeah.
And now their
Welcome
worst
to
thing
life.
is exactly. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, you're gonna get wind blown
you
and
survive
tossed
the
around.
damn
And then
tree fall,
our
you're gonna be
stories.
something.
Our stories had a big bad wolf that actually ate the grandmother, and now these kids, they don't have nothing, man. And then did you hear? Speaking of these,
And
kids
now the
being-
grandmother's shaving a pubic hair. What the hell's going
exactly,
on?
exactly.
sorry.
And grandma's like 20, and like my grandmother, she looked like an old woman,
Oh,
like a
that's
grandmother should be.
Of course. Yeah.
Now grandmothers look like like Miss Daisy at the local strip joint, and
Yeah.
it's just crazy. But
hot grandma. You ever have a hot grandma?
I've seen them.
No,
man.
I mean the drink.
Oh no, I have not.
It's
I'd
a
like to.
Grand Marnier and sake. It's really good.
It's a what?
Grand Marnier and sake.
Okay,
And
all right.
sake. They
I like
heat up the
sake.
sake, and it's
like
really
sake.
good on these cold
I have to
Florida,
try that next time I go to a hibachi grill or
cold
something.
Florida nights.
But he was. But did you hear? Speaking of the kids being sissies and everything, that in a place in Iowa, it's not on our list of topics, but I just thought of it.
We're going to play something from Dubuque, Iowa.
Yeah,
actually,
but
later.
they outlawed sled riding.
What?
Yeah, they said it was too dangerous for the kids. So they've outlawed it in their public parks. I mean, you can still do it, I guess, in the backyard of your house or something.
Yeah.
Kind of like you can do a lot of things in the backyard of your house. And it is
Like
close
what
to,
else?
Yeah, well, it is close to
to
Colorado, and they did legalize gay marriage.
Barbecue?
So hard to tell what they can do in the backyard.
Grow. I know grow gay marijuana.
There you go. They'd be all male. Hey,
Gay.
holla.
Hey,
And it'd be like rainbow color.
put me in your mouth. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was they outlawed
not-
that, and then of course I put that on my Facebook last week or earlier this week, and people started talking in about all the things they used to do when they would go sleigh riding.
Okay.
And that they didn't need a sled because I put it on there that they outlawed sleds in Iowa, but it's
Sleds or
actually
sledding.
it's actually sled riding.
So just specifically riding a sled.
Yeah, like you go to a public park
You could
and you
take
get to the top of a hill and you just slide down on a sled.
Garbage.
People were talking all kinds of
Cardboard.
things. They put a piece of cardboard in a
Right.
garbage bag and use that
That's
to
smart,
slide
yeah.
down. And I remember we used to sleigh ride on like car hoods.
Yeah.
Like from
Oh,
a junkyard.
my God. What are you,
And,
Dukes of Hazzard?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm from Kentucky. Hello.
Oh,
And
sorry.
so we just go to the.
Oh, did I just offend someone? I don't know.
Well,
you never
we-
know today, right?
Welcome to our show.
Hey. Congratulations.
Yeah, exactly.
You're doing it.
And I think about putting on my Facebook, if these Muslims want to die martyrs, I got some rednecks that'll help them out with that.
What?
So that's what those guys in France are wanting. We want to die a martyr. So I'm like, all right, we'll see what we can do for that.
But isn't that stupid to me? It's like if you believed in your God, you wouldn't have to do the work of you think your God can't do. You
Exactly.
You got to kill if your God's telling you to kill somebody.
I believe in God, and I'm a Christian, and I love Jesus, and all this stuff. And if somebody had the choice of me between denounce Christ or die, I'll die.
Okay.
But I'm not going to go out and do things
die for what you believe
invite it into
don't
me.
kill for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, die for what you believe in. Don't kill for it.
These crap ragheads, they. Oh, what was that?
What the hell?
That was a martyr dying. That was his heartbeat.
I found this crazy video. This is from a couple years ago. It's the West Dubuque Second Church of Christ Youth Outreach Program.
All right.
I went to the Rapping for Jesus, it's called. It's people have heard of it.
Well, I wrote this song for the Christian youth. I want to teach kids the Christian truth. If you want to reach those kids on the street, then you got to do a rap to a hip hop beat.
Okay.
So I gave my son
couple years old.
kick.
So he's doing a video.
Is he white?
Of course he is. Yeah.
Oh, if you're
is big and it keeps
West Dubuque.
Is it on like a real video?
I went to the
Jesus
website.
Christ is my nigga.
I went to the website, and it's a real website. I don't know if somebody still got it as a front. It's a couple years ago. It's obviously a fake when you see the video. See, he's dancing like an idiot.
Well, I can't
It's
see
like,
him at all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's
I don't have a video.
Changer, miracle arranger, born to the virgin mom in a manger. Water
All
to
right, so
wine, he's a
he's-
drink exchanger. And he died for your sins.
See, but it's like
I preach the word.
these guys can do this, and nobody gets killed.
That's funny.
Nobody gets killed.
Nobody dies.
Nobody died. This was a couple years ago.
We need to put that up on our Facebook page.
Okay.
That's a cool. I like this song.
You like this
I do.
song?
I like it from a. Well, I'm a comedian, so I like it from a comedian's perspective. So it's cracking me freaking up.
It's actually, you could tell it's fake, right?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Okay.
He's the son of the original G. And he was sent to Earth to elucidate the way that we should be. What? Like if another MC says you're a freak, you're a lame bum.
I'm getting down. I wish we had a video. We need to. This year, we need to get our YouTube page.
I just, yeah.
And turn the other cheek. I don't blaspheme and I don't brag.
So,
oh yeah, that's a great song, man. We need to bring that back up to the top 40 hits on Casey Kasem's. That is one weird song. Hallelujah!
It's just crazy.
It is.
Anyway.
It's a whack job. But nobody dies from this.
Right.
Nobody.
Right, that's the point.
Blacks never. They didn't find that and say, "Oh man, he's using the N word," or Christians didn't get all offended and start banging up people at a cartoon place at the YouTube store, wherever YouTube is housed. That they didn't go in there and start shooting people.
Right. Or they show their address. It's in West Dubuque, Iowa.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Well, you know
so and here I'll try to read the website. I forget, but it's
whatever we can do to bring people to the Lord. We need to send it to the Muslims and teach them how to.
West Dubuque Second Church of Christ.org.
SecondChurchofChrist.org.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Apparently what the real website is. But
I
I
like
went
it.
there and I was like, what the hell is this? And I've seen it a long time ago, but kind of dismissed it. But I thought, with all that the crazy stuff going on in France, it's like people getting shot for cartoons. It's
Right.
It's kind of like there's nobody that says, okay, I just will let this is not my fight. I'm not gonna sit here and
they do
you
a
can't
whole
stop
thing of fear.
people from. I'm trying to talk in languages that don't finish sentences, and it's
Right.
working out pretty well.
Yeah.
I think so far, because points, no, I'm not making that. I'm just kind of rambling on for you, buddy. I was looking at you right now, so I'm not trying to make a point here, but the point is, it's pointless.
It's pointless. It's crazy, man. These whack jobs. Now, I'm not saying all Muslims are whack jobs, but I'm beginning to lean more towards that direction.
Well, I
with the
think,
exception of Muhammad Ali
when you look
and
at
Kareem
like,
Abdul-Jabbar.
the age.
Other than those two guys,
Cassius Clay.
And, Cassius Clay is Muhammad Ali.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Oh yeah, Cassius Clay was
man.
his.
I've been writing 2 different checks to the same person.
I know.
Damn.
I know.
These royalties are killing me.
Cassius Clay won the gold medal. Muhammad Ali was world champion.
Oh yeah.
Same dude, though.
Yeah.
And
Cassius Clay is the dopest name ever. How could you want to change it? Cassius Clay.
Because he was, and he threw his gold medals that he won the Olympics because Muhammad Ali was an Olympic gold medal winner in boxing.
Oh, you're right.
And he threw them in the river.
Oh, he did.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't have his gold medals anymore. He says it's too materialistic. Chucked him in the river when he became a Muslim.
Scuba gear.
And that's the reason why he was stripped of his world championship because he wouldn't go to Vietnam.
His daughter was doing something or something.
She was boxing. She was a world.
She actually?
Yeah, she was a world champion in women's boxing.
Yeah,
and she's kind of hot for a big bulky girl.
Yeah,
she's a big girl. I mean, she's not like a big we're gonna go eat at Walmart
like thick and
all
all
thing, but she's
like
she's
well put
muscular.
together.
Oh yeah, you can tell hers is muscle, not just fat. Now she's had a baby or two, so she's probably got a little bit of baby juice going on.
Reporting live, she's had a baby, huh?
Yeah, well,
no.
yeah,
Tell us about the baby. No.
Don't
you hate those entertainment shows? It's like all they do is like, this guy went to here for today. We're going to talk about how superficial it is without saying it's superficial.
Exactly.
And we're a show.
That's
we
exactly
make millions of dollars, and you watch us because
somebody posted on their Facebook page about
no consequences, and then the news is the opposite.
Oh yeah. And then somebody posted on their Facebook page about something from Fox News, and they were talking about. And I watch Fox News. I'm a big fan of Fox News.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Wow.
And but they host this thing, and I'm like, really, this is news? But it was a whole topic on your skin tone helps determine on how thuggish you look. So if you have a real good skin tone, then you don't look as thuggish and intimidating.
Now, your skin tone, let's clarify, not your skin color.
You're just your tone and the makeup of your skin.
If you're radiant and glowing and beautiful.
Exactly, just your skin tone.
Cucumber witch hazel on your skin or something crazy.
So, and I'm like, really? That's really a news topic that you want to talk about? I'm like,
we found out that honey and the spit of a llama are the best facial remedies.
And the spit of your mama will take rust off a bumper.
Mama. Spit of your mama. Wow. Well, that's not covered on Obamacare.
Did you? That's exactly right. Did you ever get a cut or something, and your mama like lick a napkin and I'll wipe that off of you, and then it heals.
Right.
It's kind of like a cat licking the wounds.
Bacterial mouth medicinals. What am I saying?
You get to feeling better with the mouth of a woman.
Yeah.
Or the spittle. Whatever.
407-379.
Please call in.
9529 is the number. We've got at least another, close to an hour left of this foolishness.
We got the foolishness, but we
got grits and gravy. We got we've been doing this podcast 6 months. It kind of kicked in when we did that live Bubba Loose thing. But man, you know what's so? I just thank everybody that's gotten behind it or listens to it regularly. I mean, it's so we're not even a year old. And we've got some good supporters and some good kind of people backing us up. And basically, it's for, what we've done is kind of the model of what we've done is, these two guys are talented. And we're here kind of recording and, Bubba, I miss him so much. I hope he's doing good. I haven't seen him in a while. Have you seen him?
I haven't talked to him in a while. Matter of fact, I haven't seen him since before Christmas. I've talked to him a couple times, but not really anything major,
right?
But so he's so stinking busy.
But what I was saying is thanks to the people that thanks to you guys, it means a lot.
We do it for because it entertains us. We get us to talking about goober things and like
country hip hop.
Yeah, country hip hop. Not my buddy. I got a buddy of mine. He's into country rapper.
The newest trend in country
he's Colt Ford, and but they're talking a lot about this stuff, about this country hip hop taking everything. Everybody's want to be a rap star now.
Hip hop dancers. Heidi.
It's you got a clip.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm rolling a clip.
That's all right.
We're not even. There's only two of us. How are we getting confused?
I don't even know. I'm like, where did
it's my fault. It's my fault.
Now, who's the hip hopper you got on here?
Ready to go. Let's do some great hip hop.
Oh yeah,
it's this video.
That video
been making
rounds on Facebook. Yeah, the dancing to the country hip hop. It's a country hip hop.
Isn't that just line dancing?
It is. It's just craziness. It's dumb. But then there are some guys who are doing like Big Smo. He had a show on like A&E or the History Channel or something like that.
That's horrible. I can't even.
Yeah, I can't get through. I've seen it once. I'm like, oh, that's funny, but I can't watch it.
It was like a line dancing. I thought that was invented in the 70s.
Yeah, well, she looks like she was from like in the 90s, and like with their hairdo. And
When do they always be line dancing? No, it was square dancing.
Square dancing. I was back in like the
Take
30s.
your partner where they actually tell you what to do. It's
Oh,
all
yeah.
instructive.
Yeah,
and you have
grab
to
your
know,
partner and do a do-si-do.
Yeah, you have to know particular lingo in order to
Exactly.
make
It's
the
like its
dance. You're
own-
like, what the fuck's a do-si-do? Oh, it's
I don't wonder if they have a Rosetta
Round and
Stone
round.
for square dancing.
stick your finger in her hole. What?
Yeah, what?
Oh,
What in the world was
what
that?
just happened?
That is craziness, man.
That was not what you're supposed
That's,
to do.
No, that would cause
doing?
injury and break your finger.
Don't do that.
And then there's, they have to wear all those clothes back in the square dancing days.
What do you mean?
Yeah, well, they had those
like
big
the
old
particular
dresses and stuff.
Oh, like who passed away recently? That kind of looked like that whole era.
Oh,
Americana.
well, little Jimmy Dickens
That's
passed away
what I was
this week. He went in hospital on
What
Christmas
was he?
Day.
What was he best known for?
More of his novelty songs, like the
Trucker.
song, "May the Bird of Paradise Fly Up Your Nose."
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a really
like
funny song.
Kind of
yeah, those kind of
the
songs.
funnier side, like a Bubba style.
Kind of, yeah. But he
Slap
was
you upside the head.
exactly,
With
and he had one something about eating a tater, which is how he got his nickname Tater, which he got from Hank Williams. And Hank Williams, the big, the legend Hank Williams, wrote the song "Hey Good Lookin'," and he said, "Hey Tater, I'm going to write you this song. It's called Hey Good Lookin'," and Hank Williams ended up writing it, and before he can get it to little Jimmy Dickens to record it, he recorded it himself.
Oh, damn.
And so, of course, Hank Williams was Hank Williams. But little Jimmy Dickens, he was an icon. Man, he was funny. One of his favorite stories he'd say at the Grand Ole Opry was my wife came to me and she says, "Hey, honey, let's run upstairs and make love."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Honey, you got to choose. I can't do both." And so
like run upstairs
Yeah.
and make love.
Yeah, exactly. So it was kind of funny. So he was a good one. He was a big hero to a lot of guys. He was from West Virginia.
Yeah.
Stood 4'11".
Wow.
So he was a little thing. Yeah. But his daddy was a coal miner. And of course, he couldn't be a coal miner. He was so small.
Yeah.
And so he was so he ended up learning the guitar and touring around and became kind of a little novelty act because he was so small. And then he became a legend like Porter Wagner and Hank Williams and George Jones. Yeah, they had his funeral at the Grand Ole Opry, and apparently it was packed out.
Man.
And then when you go on Facebook, I got a lot of country music friends on my Facebook, and all of them were tweeting or Facebooking about like their Grand Ole Opry memory from Little Jimmy Dickens, or he introduced somebody. And Trace Adkins put on there, talked about how when he was being introduced or entered in or invited to join the Grand Ole Opry, that he came out with a ladder to stand on in order to look Trace Adkins in the eye, because Trace Adkins is like 6'6", and little Jimmy Dickens is like 4'11". So it was, he was funny. You should look up some of his stuff. It's good. It's hick. It's country. It's old country. So it's gonna have a twang to it because he's from West Virginia. And but you can find it on YouTube and
what's the name?
Little Jimmy Dickens. You can any of them. Just Google Little Jimmy Dickens and all of his stuff will come up. Dickens, Dickens, and may the bird of paradise.
Spell that again. It sounded like what?
Dickins. Dickens.
INS. You're gonna call INS.
INS.
Dickens.
Dickens. He's related to Charles Dickens.
Wait, no, it's an E.
E-N. Yeah, Dickens. Dickens. And so yeah,
where's some damn music?
Go to YouTube and find.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let me go there.
Where'd you do? You go to Google.
I just did a search. Yeah.
It should have come up, but he go to his. Look up the Bird of Paradise Fly Up Your Nose. That's kind of a funny.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah, one of those. Any of those.
May the Bird of Paradise. Here it is. Okay.
There it is.
So,
we're gonna play Little Jimmy Dickens for you all here on Grits and Gravy. Give you a little taste of classic country novelty.
A commercial before this or not?
Oh yeah, you never know. It's probably a commercial. There are always commercials now because everybody wants to make money on these things. Yeah, even my videos. You go to one of my videos on YouTube, I've got it to where there's a commercial comes on it. So eventually, if I get enough hits, they're gonna start paying me.
Yeah, that's good.
Google ads.
That was good.
Geico.
Oh,
sponsored by Geico.
Oh, too loud.
Uh-oh.
I don't know the volume level yet.
All right.
We'll real big show lined up for you this week.
Here we go.
And here to get things a little more underway is a friend of mine, a little bitty man with a great.
Is that Roy Acuff?
Meet Mr. Jimmy Dickens, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I think it was Jimmy Dickens or Roy Acuff.
One day as I was walking down the street.
There we go.
Spied a big man with rags upon his feet.
Got a little Jimmy Dickens going on here.
Penny from my pocket in his tin cup, I did drop it, and I heard him say as I made my retreat.
Here we go.
May the bird of paradise fly up your nose. May the elephant caress you with his toes. May your wife play with runners in her hose.
May the bird of paradise fly up your nose. So he had a lot of things like that, like man elephant massage you with your toes. Oh,
he could play.
Yeah, and he was a good guitarist.
Yeah.
I mean, he's no Jerry Reed or Chet Atkins or anything like that, but he did okay.
He's hamming it up for the camera right now.
Well, that's what he was. That's what he was mainly known. He was a big ham.
Yeah.
Well, he's a little ham.
Okay.
He's like a ham hock.
Big ham in a little package.
Oh yeah, but he was.
Ham
And that's
in a
one thing
little-
everybody kept saying about him was he was the consummate showman. He was an entertainer. He was.
Yeah.
He had a quick wit about him. He was always dressed in rhinestones.
Yeah.
He was one of the first ones to come to Nashville in rhinestones.
Yeah.
And so it was, back in those.
Well, they had country back then. Had everybody had like a little shtick, right? It was
Pretty much.
it was like they all had their little matching clothes or uniforms or names, and
Exactly.
it was kind of.
It was weird. Now they just wear T-shirts and with no sleeves on.
Well, so they were allowed to express something there, and they kind of did, I guess. Right?
I guess so. And then the Grand Ole Opry is just a fun place to go. But
Yeah. What's that other thing called? Austin City Limits.
Austin City Limits. That's out in Austin, Texas.
Is that still on? Is that show still come on? I always thought that was a great.
Just celebrated their 40th anniversary.
Oh wow! Yeah.
They just had it all. It's usually on PBS or one of those channels, but they just had a big celebration for it, and they'd spent I don't know how many nights or weeks or whatever just playing old Austin City limits of some of the biggest acts that played it through the years. So Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson.
Man, see, and that's the shit right there because they're recording it, they're broadcasting it, so it's recorded, it's saved. I mean, that's a big.
It's
thing.
just a live concert, is all it is, but it's in Austin, Texas, and it grew from being something like the Ryman Auditorium into the Grand Ole Opry. Austin City Limits just grew from being like a little theater into Austin City Limits, and now it's broadcast on television and all that jazz. So it's crazy, man. And the world is going crazy. We got the lunatics
what happened
over in
there?
Paris who shoot these people up because they drew a cartoon they didn't like.
Yeah, I guess from what I heard or seen or read, it's they've had this tumultuous back and forth for the past few years. This magazine, this French magazine, and the Islamic or Muslim.
Right, and that's how they operate. That ISIS and that Al Qaeda. That's how they operate. They operate on fear, trying to make everybody afraid. And I was talking to my dad this morning. I was talking to him on the phone, and I said, "You know what? I'm not going to be afraid because it's a bunch of comics. We was on somebody's Facebook page, and they said, "Hey, let's everybody just write a joke. It doesn't even have to be funny." And so I wrote one, and I'm like, "Well, it wasn't funny." But I was telling it to my dad this morning. He kind of laughed. He said, "But man, you better be careful. They're not going to make me afraid." And I said, I'm not going to be afraid of them. I would have flown on 9/11. I would have gotten on a plane on 9/12 if they'd had any flying. I was determined, and this is not funny or nothing, but I was determined I was not going to let those bunch of lunatics make me afraid to live my life.
Like change your daily...
Exactly. I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to go where I want to go, and I'm not going to live in fear because I'm not going to give them the satisfaction. That's how they run their own people.
Right.
That's how the women are all covered up, and they don't have any kind of education because the men scare them into... That's the reason they shot that little girl in the head, because she was trying to get these kids to go to school. And they shot that girl in the head because they fear the more you know, the more they're going to lose their hold on their fear. And that's how they run their own people. They run them out of fear, and they're trying to run the world that way. In Germany, they've started to intrude into Germany a little bit and kind of embed themselves in there. And then we have this thing over in France. France, they just wave a white flag all the time, and I'm glad they stood up here, and then they come out here. They come here to your house, JB. I'll shoot them.
Well,
I'll shoot them dead. I ain't scared of them, and no. You just give me a
don't
call.
shoot anybody around here, please. It's a peaceful neighborhood.
If the ICERs come, and the Al Qaeders they come to your house, then doggone it, I'll shoot them in the foot.
The Aikids and the Thaisies, don't even. Just
I'll make them limp.
Anyway, you got real heavy. I was scared of you there for a second.
Oh yeah, get a little philosophical here.
No,
then y'all want to die as
I
martyrs.
understand
I'm
what
like,
you're
I'll
saying,
help
man.
you.
You can't let
can't.
something like that
And
influence.
I refuse to. And I did that on anything. I refuse to let fear, of any kind of fear.
What about of the dentist?
I'm not really afraid of the dentist. I just don't like the dentist, and there's a difference. Because I went to the dentist this morning and they did what they call a deep clean. I think the dentists, for those of you that are listening, the dentists are of the devil. Dentist and devil. It's not a coincidence. They both begin with the letter D.
Okay.
Because they put this thing in your mouth.
The
it's got this
suction
like
thing?
little. Well,
No.
well, that was kind of fun. And then the lady said,
"Don't spit."
Yeah, your mouth's all full of water, and they put this little like this vacuum cleaner in your mouth, and then they kind of, and then they say, "Okay, now close your mouth," and then it sucks all the air out of your lungs, and you're like, "I can't breathe."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay, I'm going to talk to the hygienist now. You just hold on to this." I'm like, "What do you mean? I can't breathe." And then they won't let you swallow. And then they put this stuff on my mouth because they did what they called a deep cleaning. And in order to do this deep cleaning, they have to numb your face.
Oh, that sounds crazy.
And
So they really get in there and scrape it.
And they numbed half my mouth. So I got to go back next Friday and numb the other half of my mouth, and did it, taken care of. And then they put this hook. It's kind of like a miniature gaff that you'd use in fishing.
Okay.
And then they kind of grab it around and kind of scrape around in there. And then they say, "Oh, and by the way, don't you put anything sharp in your mouth. That'll hurt you." I'm like, "What do you mean it hurt? You're doing it. I know it's going to hurt." And then they start doing all that stuff. And they have your mouth open, and they got this hook in here scraping around your ear.
Right.
And then they got this little water pick kind of going down in between your teeth. And then while your mouth is open and they've got all these instruments in your mouth, she says, "Oh, by the way, you need to really start brushing and flossing every day." And they've got those little things, and your mouth is open with a hook in your mouth. What are you going to do, disagree with them? They got a dang fish hook in your mouth. It's crazy. It gives me a new perspective on going fishing.
A fish hook.
I mean, it's not going to stop me from going fishing, but I'm like, you know what? I know how you feel, fish,
Right.
because I just had a hook in my mouth, but, I think you'll taste better.
There she blows. It's Captain Ahab. It's the same principle behind
And these dentists,
whale hunting.
They're crazy. And then if
They make a lot of money.
What do you?
Dentists,
I'd imagine they're
I'd imagine
doctors.
they do.
And then what do you do with your tongue?
Oh, the sadomasochist dentist from Little Shop of Horrors is kind of I agree with you. They kind of are in there.
And then I figured, and I made a
all
little
up in
video
your
this
mouth.
morning. I posted it on our Facebook page, and I posted it on my personal page.
You have to invite them in your mouth like a vampire.
You do. And then, but what do you do with your tongue while they're in there? Like in every instance in my life, I know exactly what to do with my tongue.
Yeah, so give us some examples. Let's say
I keep it out from in between my teeth.
Okay.
I know how to lick an ice cream cone.
Oh, okay, all right.
And we'll leave it there.
Okay, you just leave it there.
I know how to lick a lollipop.
Leave it there. Okay.
And I can wrap it around like a piece of licorice.
Like when you're a baby, you could just you knew how to work your tongue.
I learned how to work
suck
my tongue.
the teat and
Exactly.
get the nutrient
as I got
mama
older,
milk.
I got older. I knew how to use it like a little straw, and I strengthened it in different ways. So I know how to use my tongue.
Stick it out when you're
when you're angry,
or
when you want to be mad at your mom, like
or you're like imitating the poison sticker.
Oh yeah, the like Mr. Yuck.
Yeah.
And but when you're at the dentist, what do you do with your tongue? Because it seems like every time she goes someplace and I move my tongue, she's where my tongue is. I don't have any place to put my tongue.
Right.
And it's
like
it's
maybe
crazy.
a little assistant title for your tongue. Like if it's a dental assistant, they put a little hat on it. Like it's your your tongue is going to be our assistant today. Now keep it the fuck out of your mouth.
Keep it out of your way.
Roll
or have
it
somebody
up.
else kind of hold it back out of the way with their finger or something.
A tongue
depressor. They can hire a tongue depressor, a person who just depresses the tongue.
It's like,
but I was sitting there thinking,
so
I can't
fat,
move my
tongue.
tongue out of the way. Because they didn't numb my tongue, so every once in a while that little water jet would hit my tongue. I'm like, oh crap!
So it's like when you can't feel, you want to feel,
right?
Yeah.
And then the stuff tasted awful.
What
because
stuff?
The stuff they put like a topical numbing on it, and then they put the shot down into my
sorghum.
gum.
What is spearmint gum?
I don't know.
We're gonna build a mustache on your tongue.
I wish they would. And it's just crazy. And so
Your tongue is now
and
growing
then she's
a
like,
beard.
and then she's like, well, what you need to do is make sure you come back next week. We're gonna get you an appointment. Come back to 7:30, and we'll do the other half of your mouth. I'm like, well, that'll be a joy for my day off or my
pressure
weekend.
washing for the inside of your face, right?
Thank God it's Friday. What? I gotta go to a freaking dentist at 7:30 in the morning. I drop my kid off at the school at 7 o'clock, and then I go sit in the dentist's office and say, well, I'm here. I'm waiting to get my teeth.
What are you
raped.
drinking again?
Is
this your solution? What is this solution?
This is to get rid of all the clean feeling in my teeth. No, I am. I'm on a diet.
Oh,
and
it's a diet drink.
Kinda. There's some vitamins in it.
You told me about this before,
right?
But
It's called Omni or something. My wife's got it. So,
it's like
isn't
custom?
it funny what we could do as husbands?
Yeah.
Our wives can feed us whatever, and we're like, all right. My wife gives me pills. She gives me all kinds of stuff. She puts stuff in my drink, and I'm thinking, I'll drink it.
We just got, and I can't wait. I might even document it because it's so crazy. She ordered this thing online. Like she likes to shop on TV sometimes, and she got Tony Little Bison program. So they're sending us all these Bison products, like hot dogs, steaks, and hamburgers, and it's all made of bison. And you eat bison.
I love bison. I can have that on this diet.
Oh, really?
I can have certain things on this diet. Then there's other things I can't.
I thought it was crazy, but I guess it's okay.
But this drink that I'm drinking is a couple pieces of oranges, some strawberries,
all right,
some non-sugar sweetener kind of stuff,
like a Splenda,
kind of. Yeah, it's like a
that's not good.
Spativia or something. I don't know, and I don't know what it's called.
Spativia. Okay.
And then it's got like a fiber pill in here,
of course,
keep me regulated. And then it's like water and ice. So it was like start off as a slushy. And I drink one of these every day, and I like it. It's just mainly I like it for free. I can do away with the vitamins on it. I don't really give a crap. But the vitamins are to help with the other nutrients that you're missing out with this diet. And what I'm down to is I'm down to just under 1,000 calories in a day.
Really?
Maybe less.
So is it working? Are you feeling it?
Yeah, I've lost. I did part of the diet back in October, November-ish. And I lost some weight. I took a break because I knew I wasn't going to stick to it during the holidays, of course, Thanksgiving, then Christmas. I took all that break. We started back again, and my daughter's even doing it, my wife, and it's crazy. But I started back again first of the year, brand new resolution to lose weight. I have lost from the very beginning, from back in October to now, I have lost 22 pounds.
Well,
so
congrats,
man. I'm doing all right. My pants are fitting better.
You made it through the holidays losing weight. That's good.
I maintained.
Oh, wait, you said since the first? Wait, that's 9 days.
Yeah, I lost 20 pounds in 9 days.
Did you really?
No. Since the very beginning, like back in October.
I've got Richard Simmons on the phone right now.
Exactly.
You did not. You did not.
No, I did one round prior to the holidays, and I lost some weight. Kind of maintained myself through the holidays.
Right.
And then I started back up
because it's so delicious holiday food.
It is.
Put in your face.
There was no way
good.
between the desserts that were made and the turkey. Because on this diet I can't have turkey, but I can have chicken.
What?
Yeah, which is weird. And I can't have pork, but I can have beef. And I can have buffalo, and I can have fish and shrimp and that kind of stuff. So I can have a lot of different things.
Eat like a bear, basically.
Right, but I can only have like 8 ounces of meat in a day.
Okay.
So I have like a 4-ounce hamburger patty for supper.
Damn.
And then I'll have maybe a piece of chicken for
4
lunch.
ounces is
4
not
ounces.
a lot.
That's
like not very big.
Well, you know what? It doesn't sound very big, but when you look at one of those fillets, they're only 6 ounces. A filet mignon, it's only like 6 ounces.
Yeah. But that's
so 6 or 8 ounces for a filet mignon. But that's one meal.
I guess.
But it kind of helps bring everything down. It shrinks your stomach, of course, because you're not eating as much. Your stomach will shrink and you lose weight. But I've lost 22 pounds, so I'm pretty happy with it. And I'm going to go on through it until just about the end of this month. Right. And then I'm going to St. Augustine and get me some fudge. And eating pizza. But my daughter has lost weight.
Right back.
And my wife has lost some weight. And so we're trying to get into healthy, and we're not the crazy weirdos. We only go to a certain point, and
you all
then we're
drink
done.
the same drink in the morning.
Drink.
Yo, crazy.
My daughter doesn't. My daughter can't stand it. She doesn't like the orange flavor, so she makes like a little slushy lemonade. And does hers that way. But it's working. But I dig this. I didn't think I was going to like the drink, but I do like it.
You ever hear about the drinking water thing? Not necessarily pertaining to losing weight, but being healthier.
Right.
I thought it was cool. Yeah, I read
Yeah.
something. You
I drink a lot of water. I've
First
always
thing
drank
you do
water
in the
anyway.
morning, you drink the water, brush your teeth, you better
Right.
you know, do
And
your
I drink
exercises.
I drink a lot of coffee too. I've cut down way down on my sodas.
The first thing I'm getting up and doing are not exercises, so
I'm not
it's not
exercising.
working. I can drink the water, but
I may go out for a bike ride
and be like, hey,
and I may go hit the gym when I'm at a hotel that has one of those rec rooms.
did you
or
see
whatever.
the thing down there? The gazelle?
Down
That
where?
Exercise gazelle?
Oh, no, I
as
haven't
you
seen it.
come
I just came
Oh,
out.
we've got it like white trashingly in our main
Nice.
room there
Well,
in
it's
front of
just
the
you
TV. It's it's just
Put
my
the
wife.
grandkid on there and just let
It's
it
like-
just
yeah, she likes it.
flip
but,
it around or something.
Anyway, so it's like frictionless motion, and you can
I like it.
really get your heart rate going.
And that's the cool. That's the thing everybody says. You got to get your heart when you exercise. You got to get your heart rate up.
Fucking breaking news everywhere.
We had a bus crash
Breaking
a while
news
ago.
the whole day. They shut down all the networks to talk about this thing over there.
Yeah, and then now they're in France. It's
Great, we got the
breaking
news on.
news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. They
Breaking
shot this
news.
guy before our show, or these guys before our show even started. So the breaking news has broke.
Well, no,
Now
they
it's
had him
just
held up or
reporting-
something. They got him now, I guess,
Yeah,
right?
well,
Or what are they doing?
I heard him talk about
It's
it.
hard to hear
It
without
came
any-
across through my phone and stuff on my drive over that they'd already shot these guys and.
Oh, they told
all
you
the-
specifically, like
yeah,
you
they
got a
called
tech-
me.
It was a
They said,
president.
"Hey, Vic, Vic, we got the hostages in France.
Well,
so how you can have
Vic.
you a beignet from New Orleans?" And I'm like, "All right, right.
Don't worry, Vic.
No worries.
We got the bad guys.
Yeah,
I'm the ghost of Reagan."
Yeah, and then they have the plane. They plane over. My dad said, "You know what? I'm not going to fly anymore." I'm like, "Just don't fly Malaysia Air, and don't fly Air Asia. Just don't fly in Asia, and you're safe." You don't hear people crashing here in the United States, not very often, except for unless it's like a tiny plane. That
You
want
want to go there for a trip?
Well, I'll just fly in a boat.
Fly on a boat.
It just goes really fast. It scoops across the water.
That's a good Captain Kirk, your pilot.
Yeah, exactly.
They flag
I'll
on
just
over
get the
water.
Starship Enterprise, and we'll just go on down.
In our new hydrofoil craft.
That'd be
badass. So.
Yeah, it would be.
I've
It'd
seen
be cool.
boats like that ride on top of the water.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I want a car.
Makes a lot of sense.
I want a car that I can drive on the
Yeah.
road, and then I say, you know what, let's just go fishing, and then just drive it into the lake and go fishing.
Or like a marine vehicle.
Yeah,
kind of a thing.
like an amphibian road water kind of thing.
A duck.
Kind of like the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang car.
What the hell are they showing now?
They could do everything. Oh,
Okay.
looks like they're showing a crash.
I don't know. They show the craziest stuff. Oh, here comes
There
a
it
crash.
is.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, it's a crash on TV. We're
Now he's
watching
going
it.
through the store or
We're going to
something.
try to explain
These
it to you.
All right, what we're going to do is we're driving down the
So-
road. We hit a big white van because they ran a speed light, and okay, we're done.
Keystone Pipeline case.
And and that's a crazy thing. the
What's
Keystone
going on
Pipe-
with that? They
Well,
want to build it.
They want to build it. It's going to come down from Canada. It's to run oil and all that stuff down through there, and the president's threatening to veto it. But it's going to bring a lot of jobs
Is
in
it
here.
bad for the land?
I think that's going to be the big proponent of it.
Is
that
it
it's
is it
bad
going
for
through
the
particular
environment?
protected national forests or something? or
I
what's
don't know, but I think I'm not sure exactly what it is.
hullabaloo.
I think the reason it is because the Republicans want it and Democrats don't.
Okay,
You know how
Wasn't
most
that like
things are.
fracking?
Yeah, it's kind of like everything. Well, fracking's a little different.
It is. Yeah, than a pipeline, obviously.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. A pipeline is they've taken the oil and they're shipping it.
Right.
To be
They're giving us
refined.
oil. Yeah,
Right.
That's good.
And basically, it's coming from Alaska.
We need that.
Through
Yeah,
Canada,
we should
down
have it.
through the United States. And it's going to end up going, then it branches off into like Louisiana.
It's like
and goes
draining
someplace-
the blood directly from our heart, like onto my steak.
Exactly. It's like putting steak sauce on your steak.
Oh, God.
But it's, but I don't know. I'm for it.
Yeah.
For
It
the
sounds
pipeline.
good. It's our oil, right?
It is. It is.
It's
but,
Alaska.
and I'm kind of weird on the environment thing.
What do you mean?
I don't mind intruding in the environment, but I think you have to do it respectfully.
Sure. Yeah.
But I don't. If I'm not going to move my whole house just so a turtle can live in a hole.
Bigfoot.
Yeah. You're going to move Bigfoot? You can't do that. Whatever. But then you have this gopher turtle who digs a hole so a rabbit can live in it, or vice versa, or something.
What? And then he eats the rabbit?
I don't know.
Oh.
But you can't do
That's a
anything if there's a
horrible
gopher
nighttime
turtle
story.
around here.
The gopher turtle digs a hole
Because
so
they,
the rabbits will come in.
Because they
kills
dig the
them.
holes. It's crazy.
Wait. Yeah,
you know how the
turtles
people
don't eat.
like they don't eat. They eat worms.
Yeah, they don't eat meat. Oh.
And then I fed my tarpon when I was a kid. My little box turtle.
That's a different thing.
I used to feed him worms.
Yeah.
And it was kind of.
Did
funny
they
to
eat
watch.
that?
Yeah.
I thought they were just vegetarians.
Well, they eat these.
Well, they eat little bugs.
A worm is practically a vegetarian anyway.
Well,
so
yeah, I guess that's something
lettuce.
they can catch, actually.
It's not going to go very
predator
fast.
chain. Yeah, I guess it makes sense.
Like, okay, I've got
Worm.
you. I've got you.
It's worm versus turtle.
Whoa, for the WWE.
Who's going to win? All right.
So, I'll put you in the stranglehold. You're not a python, and just eat your head off.
Right,
so it's
I've got heads on both ends. What?
I can go forwards and
Get away
backwards.
from me.
You just go inside a box.
I've got 2 dicks. You hear about that guy?
Oh yeah, I heard it. I've not really looked into it, but I have heard.
I haven't seen it either.
No, I'm kind of afraid.
Yeah, I don't want
Kind
to.
of scares me. The 2 penis dude. What would you do with 2 penises?
I just can't even don't know what you're.
I have trouble with 1.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I've got to pee, and I can't even hit the toilet standing up hardly,
Right.
especially in the dark. And I'm like, all right, I got to feel around. I got to listen to the water splash. All right, there we go. I'm right there. Okay, if I adjust anywhere at all, I'm done.
It's the guy with 2 dicks.
Yeah, he could be like
on
a freak.
ABC.
He'd be at a carnival where
It's the
you
new
pay.
soap
You
opera.
probably pay 75 cents to see him.
Sideshow soap operas.
Sideshow soap operas.
Wait, what are you saying?
Or they could go to like a carnival. You know how the carnivals have those little, for 25 cents, you can see the bearded woman. For him, that'd be quite the novelty.
Come see
So
the
for
2-headed turtle.
It could be like 75 cents, and you can go and see him, and he would just be exposed.
Jose and Jose.
But you could, you have 2 penises. What are you going to do with 2 penises? Does both of them work? Do you look at a girly magazine or some of these people on Facebook, and you end up with 2 erections?
What? Yeah, could you support 2 erections?
And then what would you do?
Only one of my penises
Without getting too graphic
has a dysfunction.
and weird, what would you do with 2 of them with 2 girls?
How's that even going to...
You couldn't even fit 2 girls on there.
Yeah, just
You're
put
like,
both 2 in 1.
Yeah.
2 for 1.
Yeah, be like
Double-stuffed
having
Oreo.
Have a threesome, but actually doing the same thing to both of them at the same time. And I'd be like, what? You can't do it. So to me, it would be bothersome, and I would probably have to go have it removed. It'd be like a third boob.
Yeah.
A
third nipple?
A third nipple, yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Or a third boob,
A
like
nipple's
on
less
the Total Recall woman.
innocuous than a penis.
Well, exactly. It doesn't get in his way as much.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're not going to...
Like, can you imagine Justin?
Yeah.
And you have to just... Oh, man.
Like, is
can
it
you imagine
two
if he was
small penises?
If he was
Are they different sizes? Now we got all these questions about
exactly.
double.
Now, what if he was
penis guy?
What if he was a baseball pitcher? How would he adjust that when he got up to the mound? Like, all right, let me get the other one.
Seems like he could only be a pitcher.
Yeah,
Here comes his curveball. Oh,
yeah.
Got 3 curveballs. Anyway,
Yeah, and then what about the balls?
You got those 2 balls supporting 2 dicks.
If he has 2 penises,
It sounds like
does
a
he just still
sitcom.
have only 2 balls, or does he have 4 balls?
There you go. That's the question, I guess.
Was it like his twin? And it's really the only thing got left in the embryo was of his twin. And then how did we just now hear of this guy?
Yeah, what's going on?
Why didn't we hear of this
I
guy
don't know.
when he was born? All right, we got a kid. We hear about these dang Siamese twins that are born with their heads attached all the time.
That girl that had the 3 boobs. And
Yeah, well, that was because of a bra. She faked it.
yeah, that was a fake. That's what I'm saying. Maybe this guy.
And that's
is,
what I'm thinking. If this was real, this guy we would have known about him years ago. They would have been something on the news.
Okay.
I mean, like, guy born with 2 penises. Well, all right.
So don't the man with 2 penises.
I just don't see how it can
New
happen.
Zealand.
Well, everything, nothing like that happens here. What are these people doing in New Zealand?
Oh, of course he's got a book out.
Of course he did.
The man known as DD.
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 Talk about being a double D.
Was born with 2 penises. We could dance around that singular fact, but there's no use burying the anatomical anomaly that overnight made DD one of the internet's most viral celebrities. Since birth, 25-year-old DD who
I got 2
guards
big
his
toes.
real identity. You do?
Yeah, they call me
So
TT.
apparently, yeah. So since birth, he's...
Yeah,
that's
I don't
really
believe it.
Weird. The man.
I think he's
the man
faking.
with 2 dicks. Private dicks. That is.
Yeah, talking about it being a PI. You can call him a dick. That's
So
what they call PIs.
I just read it on the internet. Apparently, it's real.
Apparently, it's gospel. You have the
You've
Bible,
got to believe it.
and then you have the internet, and they're in some people's minds they're synonymous.
Oh my gosh! A former NFL player overboard. Palm
He
Beach.
swam. Hey, this
Robert
kid,
Conrad. What happened to him?
he fell out of his boat or the boat capsized or whatever. That dude swam 9 miles.
Oh, he's okay?
In the ocean
Is Cuba?
to the.
No.
No, he was just out fishing or boating or doing whatever. He ended up swimming 9 miles, they say, in the ocean to get to shore.
Damn.
9 freaking miles. I won't even walk 9 feet.
If you depended on, what would you do? Just glug down
I'd be like, I'm going to swim till I can't breathe anymore. Then I'm going to
see if I can just drop to the bottom and
walk.
walk.
He probably had a life jacket.
You
could go probably quite a bit of ways if he was wearing a life jacket or something. He probably wasn't just freestyling it.
Yeah.
If he was on a boat,
if he was, I'd be Diana Nayed, whatever did that or whatever.
Oh, that's crazy.
Right, swam from Cuba to.
Did
America?
she succeed? Or
I don't know. I think she did it one time, or got too cold, or I can't remember.
I know they kind of watched her a little bit.
She did it. Yeah.
I think one time she did. She started getting banged up with jellyfish or something. So.
Yeah, that would hurt.
Banged by the jellyfish.
Oh, banged up. Yeah, you used
banged
it.
Up. Yeah.
Not pejoratively. Yeah.
Right. It's crazy,
anyway.
man. These people are whack jobs.
Back job.
These Muslims. And
whack job.
They're whack jobs. They're ragheads,
Why is
towheads.
Why say that, though?
Shooting people over a cartoon. If I got offended and shot people every time a cartoon offended me, I'd be shooting people all the time.
Yeah, but that's just crazy.
It is crazy.
I mean, it's satire, but that's what I think. We were talking about that and we got off the topic. I think that,
of course.
that religion is Islam is like where.
They had
remember
no sense of
where
humor.
Christianity was
back in the
even 500 years ago.
Oh yeah,
with the
Spanish
killing people
Inquisition and all that stuff.
That's horrible.
It is. It is.
And so each religion in its own little.
They've had their own little.
They're like in the crazy teenager phase where they've got pubes on the scrotum, but they don't know what to do.
But here's the thing: is everybody quotes the Quran like this is not a religion of hate, but nobody. Or they don't they say Muslim's not a religion of hate, but we keep seeing it. But nobody quotes from the Quran the passages where it says things like, just love everybody.
There's something in Islam, I believe, where they're not even a major pillar of you're not supposed to even defame other.
I don't know,
religious or spiritual figures. Don't diffuse them. Don't make fun of them in any kind of way.
I
shape, or form.
I am judging their religion based on their actions.
Well, that's just it. I think that's where the theoretical concept of faith comes in. It's like if you have to avenge your invisible God, then you just you've just wasted everything you believed in or said there.
But if you have to kill, and that's the thing about it.
If your invisible God can't do, can make this world, and you believe all that, and it is what created the earth, then if you believe all that, then you believe that that's what faith is about. Oh, you believe that, even though science says all this other stuff, and everybody says all this other stuff.
Faith is faith.
I believe that, but I'm not going to kill you because you don't believe what I believe.
Exactly, and that's the thing about these guys here. And that's the difference between what they're doing and, say, the Spanish Inquisition. The Spanish Inquisition, the people come in and says, all right, convert to Christianity.
Yeah, convert or die.
Convert to Catholicism.
I think that's where Islam's going to go now. Convert or die.
Exactly. And it was convert or die. But these guys now are just like, okay, you're just going to die.
Well, yeah, they're
just like we're just going to kill you.
They're displaying vengeance. They're getting vengeance. So
you make fun of our God, we're just going to kill you for it.
Right.
But you don't see. But we were talking about that video. You don't see Christianity doing that. We may kill you because you're not converted, like they did back in the 1500s or whatever.
That's the big lesson of today. If God's telling you,
thank
to kill
you for
somebody,
listening to Grits and Gravy as
God.
we teach you about religion and world religions, and we don't like Muslims.
What?
And whatever.
It's not that. It's
and
just
Disney, I guess, is having their big marathon weekend.
It's me, not you. Nope. It's you.
It's really. No, it's all you. I have a friend of mine. She flew down from Michigan.
All right.
Just to run in that dang race.
Which race? The Disney race?
The marathon.
Oh yeah,
race.
yeah.
And I'm like, I ain't flying nowhere to run in any race.
Yeah,
I won't even fly anywhere to drive in her. I wouldn't. I don't even know how people do it. They say, hey, we're going to run 26 miles. I'm like, for what?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, to get this gold medal. I'm like, I go to a pawn shop and buy one after you sell it. And all I have to do is drive there.
Well, people want a feeling of accomplishment.
Sure
they've done something. They've trained for it. Their life has more meaning than their job. Kind of a thing.
Right.
And it's like almost if you can get meaning out of what you do on a daily basis, that's better than running a marathon. I think.
But yeah,
unless you're trying to prove something.
I wouldn't run if somebody was shooting at me.
No.
I mean, like dude,
You just
what
take
are you
the
doing?
bullets in the leg.
Yeah.
The limp.
Exactly. I'll just limp
Just
away.
shoot me, man. I'm
I'm
not
like-
dancing. I'm
like
not doing
all
nothing.
all these movies of the people running from the Jasons and the Freddy Kruegers and all that stuff.
Right, right.
They always get caught.
Yeah, it's
I'm
stupid.
like, let's just stand here and just like duke it out. And then if you kill me as a result, then at least I died fighting.
Yeah.
I ain't running from you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Especially, well, you'll run if someone chases you. I'm like, I don't want my last thought in my head being, I hate running.
And then you're dead.
And then I'm done. And so I'm like, isn't that the dumbest thing?
Oh, you come to get me? All right, come on over. We'll
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
have
like-
some barbecue and chill out, and then you can kill me.
Yeah,
let's
really.
let's have a nice meal.
We'll have some.
first.
Are you a Muslim? We'll have pork.
Oh.
And talk about offending people. Yeah, welcome to Grits and Gravy, where we offend everybody.
No, we don't. offend
Well, we don't
anybody.
do it on purpose. We do have strong opinions.
We don't. Hey, Mark with a C chatting with us online. Thanks, buddy.
Mark.
Hey, buddy.
Mark with a C.
Mark with a C.
We do like Mark with a C.
Yeah.
Well, what time we got? Is it about
So
time
what
for
you
us to wrap
doing-
this up?
Yeah, man. What you got going on? You doing anything anywhere?
No, I am. January, I'd like to tell people that I took it off. It just boils down to that nobody booked me for the month of January.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so it's really sucky.
Oh, man.
But
Book 'em.
I did
How
have,
do people book you? What's
I
the
did
best?
have a show scheduled, but it got canceled because of some extenuating circumstances. But they just go to my website.
Dental.
And yes, the booker had to go.
Dentally retarded.
You go to you can book me. You can go to Facebook and private message me.
Mm-hmm.
You can email me via my
VicClevenger.com.
You go to VicClevenger.com. You can hit me up from there. In the Facebooks, go to the Grits and Gravy. We can be found on Grits and Gravy. You can hit me up there. But I got shows in February, and I'm doing a big gig in September where they want me to bring Bubba with me.
Oh, cool.
For this one gig, and it's in New York, like upstate New York. Like we're going to freeze our toenails off in New York.
Oh my god!
And
when? In February?
No, September.
Oh,
but it's
well,
a
wait.
long way
summer. It could still be Indian summer, though.
No, I was there last year for August.
Yeah,
it was freezing
in August.
In upstate New York, but they said the week before was 70. I didn't believe them.
Take so much for granted.
But this place is in Clayton, New York, which is where they invented Thousand Island dressing.
Really?
It's called the Thousand Islands area because there's a bunch of. It's on the St. Lawrence River. It's really nice. But me and Bubba, or me and whoever I bring, and they want me to bring Bubba. We would do a show on Wednesday night, and then. Or Thursday night, I'm sorry. Do a show on Thursday night, and then Friday and Saturday, I'll MC the rest of the event. It's like a country music event.
Cool.
So I do my own stand-up. Bubba do his thing Thursday night, then he'd fly back down here to do his stuff down here. And then I would continue on for the weekend, and I'll be opening up for like Daryl Worley, who's this country singer, big name, and then an Eagles tribute band. So it's
Eagles tribute.
Eagles tribute.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and they're really good. They were there last year. And they're really nice. They're called
Witchy Woman.
Hotel California is the name of their band.
That's the rub.
And
That's
they're
the rub there.
Yeah, they're really. It's a really cool band though. But Bubba,
do
you
they
can
sound
check,
like them?
They
Have
do.
you heard them?
They did. Yeah, I saw them.
Don
I heard them
Henley?
last year. They sound a lot like them.
Yeah.
And they had
Listen, baby.
one of the biggest crowds
Michael
for the whole
McDonald.
weekend, and they're just a tribute band, and they had as many people for their show as Colin Ray had for his show, and he's like been on radio and
Colin Ray, yeah.
yeah. So they had as many for that as he did for his. So, but they want me to bring Bubba up and for that, so I'll probably do that. And then we got TMZ coming on now. And then what else we got? Bubba. I don't have Bubba's schedule in front of me.
Let me go to Facebook. I can find out. Tell you where
he's
going to
be at this weekend
If you
tonight.
want to go see Bubba Wolfpass Wilson? Oh, he'll be at Owl's Landing this Friday, 6:30 with my band. ALS. Owl's Landing is on Ruby Street. Right?
ALS or the Lou Gehrig's disease.
Lake Dora. ALS challenge. I'll be dumping a bucket of ice on my head at Owl's Landing Friday, 6:30 with his band. Oh, so he's doing that.
So he's at Owl's Landing
gotta-
tonight. Of course, you can always find him at
really
Pato's
muster up.
at Universal. And go to Bubba's Facebook page. You can go to it via our Facebook page on Grits and Gravy.
Herbert Wilson.
And then if you have no plans for lunch, go to Bubbaloo's Barbecue.
Bubbaloo's.com.
And get you some lunch. What do you got going on, JB? Anything rocking and rolling in your world?
No. I'm just quietly helping, doing things behind the scenes and helping people and doing stuff. I did say there's a cool thing happening that's unusual. It's a Bill Murray-inspired art show.
I saw that on Facebook.
At the Falcon downtown. I think it starts in February.
Is Bill Murray going to be there?
Something like that. No, I think it's just people.
Oh, nice.
That, either paint his characters or what have you, or whatever. But Bill Murray, it's just obscure. It's one of those things.
It is weird.
And of
Sounds
course,
like right up our alley.
I always listen to Sunday Morning Coming Down with Joseph Martins. That's on Sunday, and on 104.1. And what else was? We heard about. I heard on the Monsters today they're doing a competition for comedians.
You
ever hear?
I haven't heard of it.
Okay.
I'll have to check it out.
See if that's something you want to smoke them suckers.
We'll see what we can do. There's a lot of funny comedians in Orlando. There's
Slow and Low Barbecue. It's a 12-hour comedy show.
Yeah, it's like an open mic at the other bar.
I'm gonna put some really good smoked hot meat in your mouth at the end. All right.
So if I don't compete, I'll probably show up just to hang out if I'm not doing something else. So, but anyway, that's all I got, man. What do you got? Anything else? Are we done?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening to Grits and Gravy. We'll be back here. Hopefully, Bubba will be back on top of the world for next Friday's episode of Grits and Gravy. And we are gone.
La 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 la. Oh, Drunky the Bear Man was a drunken, indigent lout, with his corn-cob teeth and his rosy cheeks and his dumb-ass mumbly mouth. Drunky the Bear Man was always late to work, with his jean shorts on and his dignity gone and dog hair on his shirt. There must have been some magic in that old bear suit he found, 'cause the minute he put it on, he went from bum to clown. Oh, Drunky the Bear Man was known to pee the bed, get in front of the mic with some crap he'd write with a dead cat on his head. Oh, mumbly mump, mump, mumbly mump, mump, look at Drunky go. Mumbly mump, mump, mumbly mump, he's Russ's brand new beau. Mumbly mump, mump, mumbly mump, mump, oh, his star was bright. Mumbly mump, mump, mumbly mump, now it's like our palm tree light. Hey, Drunky, do you have any Christmas songs you like?
Yeah, I'll sing one. Oh, I'm the man. All I want for Christmas is some new jean shorts. Some new jean shorts. Some new jean shorts. All I want for Christmas is some new jean shorts, so I can perpetually live in the 90s. Oh, all I want for Christmas is a dirty orphan wig. A stinky orphan wig to slap on top of my lid. All I want for Christmas is a dirty orphan wig, so people will never ever respect me. Man. Where's hers? Who is the man? I am the man. Who is the man? Who is the man? I am the man. Who is the man? I am the man. Who is the man? Oh, yeah, I am the man. Who is the man? I am the man. Who is the man? I'm the man. What's going on?
I'd like to see her play guitar naked. You know, when that boob flops up over the top of the guitar and leans down and hits the G string?
It'd be like a little slider. She could just move it like a slider on the neck of the guitar.